you sitting down and actually say, not actually Road Council in Shawane or in Mtare, and there's supposed to be you sitting down as a Road Council or with the local government and come up with a uniform charge. If you go to Urungwe, they actually go every month, they demand from every miner $200, and it's on a miner cycle. It is, if you don't pay that $200, you don't continue mining. But on another note, we would like to go back to the situation in 1991 where there was Statutory Instrument 175, where road councils were actually issuing artisanal miners with an area too. They were actually being allowed. That statutory instrument allowed the artisanal miners places of operation. So, and that was 1991 again, we were covering a lot of gold, and the issue of illegality was minimized, where the road councils officials would actually be monitoring and policing their activities.
Oh, thank you. Mine is just a follow-up on what is said by one of my community members, Ms. Councillor Mizi. It's like, as well as our counterparts from Zhishavane, as Shuruki, on behalf of my CEO, who has been the acting administrator, we've managed to come out with a handout of activities and the budget, as well as gender, in terms of employment, people who are engaged in the project of community share trust. So what I'm going to do, Madam Facilitator, I've got few copies here so that we can share. Yesterday we managed to issue to our counterparts from South Africa and Zambia, so you can as well give to some of our counterparts of the 7 community share trusts. Thank you.
What can we do with the Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission? It is actually very important that we use every single avenue to ensure that we fight for our environment. I'm going to say something that might seem controversial, but it has to be said. The land reform happened not because government sat down and had committees and actually came up with the land reform program. I have to remind you that the Constitutional Court actually stopped the first land reform and said that it is chaotic. We don't know what is happening, go back and come up with a program. The term A1 and A2 came as a result of the court recognizing that there is a problem. And the reason why the land reform happened is because everybody in Zimbabwe was decided. There was no debate. It has to be done. People did not care about the rules and regulations. They used every single avenue to ensure that what they wanted was done. So it's the same thing with the environment. The Zimbabwe Human Rights Commission is a legitimate platform which we need to engage. The Rural District Council is a legitimate platform which we need to engage. And for every single person who's in the Rural District Council, I want to remind you of Section 264 of the Constitution. You owe us. All of you here owe us. It says that you have the right to ensure the equitable sharing of local and national resources. That is why you were in the Rural District Councils, to ensure equitable sharing of national and local resources. So don't act like victims. You are actually part of the problem according to us, because you're not doing your job. I'm sorry, I'm very young, but it has to be said. It has to be said that at the end of the day, we need to actually interrogate ourselves and say what is being done and why should we not be doing it when it's not being done. We need to sit down and not act. The reason why everybody fears mines is because of the colonial mindset. Mines were very scary. They were protected by the state, by the police, and that is the same way that these diamond mines actually operated. Like we're still in a colonial setup. People were scared to pass through the mining compound. You'll be shot. And that's the Zimbabwe we think that we have at the present moment. The mine has come into your locality, and the Rural District Council, in terms of Section 264, is above the mine. You're not going there to beg. You're going there to collect. You're going there to ensure that Section 264, subsection 2, Section D, I hope you write it down, I'm not going to repeat this. If I repeat it, I'll have to charge you. Section 264, Section 2, E. It is your duty to ensure the equitable sharing of local and national resources. So the Gweja wants to share. What do you do to ensure he gets? The person who does not want to do mining but is a farmer also needs to get. It is your job. So don't go there with any fear. Take it head on. But more importantly, everybody, like I said, let's go out there. Let's not just make this workshop the time for us to get into a hotel and talk. Go and find your 10 people. Once there is consensus that this cannot continue, I'll tell you within 4 or 5 years, you will see the politicians react to what people want. And if you are confused about what you want, they will want it for you. They will want the Mercedes-Benz for you. They will want that trip to China, to England for you. But if you tell them exactly what you yourselves as the people want, if you as the Rural District Council come and say that you are in my house, if I come into your house, I have to respect your rules. Respect them. You have the right. I think that will end there.